It's Hell in a Cell weekend, ladies and gentlemen, and we are here with Be the Booker, where we're going to look at it match by match and share with you our thoughts or our perspective from that man's point of view as to how he would book the event. Be the Booker for Hell in a Cell starts right now. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Pro Wrestling Report and Be the Booker for WWE Hell in a Cell, which is this Sunday on pay-per-view. Damian Nelson standing alongside David Octavius and Tiberius, the alleged backyard one-time knockout Divas Hall of Fame hero.
Yes.
And what happens here is we look at it match by match, and the Booker man over here gives you the way he would book the show if he were the man calling the shots. Now, we all are very interested to hear how you are going to talk about Punk and Ryback, and you actually will get that tomorrow night on primetime since, we'll put the main event on the main event.
On the main event, absolutely.
But let's go down match by match, and it is for the Intercontinental Championship. Kofi Kingston will be defending his championship against the former champion and the endorsed Miz, who, as you know, lost that title on the main event just 2 weeks ago. Kofi Kingston seemingly on a rise to the top, or at least higher than he was in WWE. Will the Miz get the championship back?
Well, Kofi, he has, what a comeback the guy's had ever since that jet ski accident a year and a half ago. Finally back in the title picture, in the title hunt, defeats The Miz on the main event. Your show. That's what you have to call yourself. But Kofi, he's the guy right now. He's the guy that they're kind of reinvesting in, giving a little bit of a push, got a lot of steam. Mm-hmm. You got to figure that Kofi Kingston is not a one and done fluke kind of paper champion.
Well,
you got to believe that Kofi Kingston is the guy going to be going forward with the IC title. They're going to put it on, he's the fan favorite, the kids love him, so on and so forth. But I expect trouble in paradise again for The Miz. Kofi Kingston retains his IC championship.
I expect Kofi Kingston to be sending out an SOS because The Miz is going to unleash
somebody
hell
better call
upon
911
him.
if he gets trouble in paradise on The Miz.
A different Kingston.
What do you mean?
About calling 911. That's a different Kingston. This is Kofi from Jamaica. The Miz is
a three-letter word.
Okay. He's going to win his championship back.
You think he's going to regain?
Why not? Why not? It was stolen from him on the main event. He was in duress.
You did
he was
notice
basically
I am
concussed.
wearing my Halloween costume, right?
Oh, I noticed that you finally got smart.
Wearing my Damian
I'm glad
Nelson
you're getting smart this close to
costume.
the election, by the way. Maybe you'll actually vote for the right candidate.
I vote for a winner.
The tag team championships will be on the line as the team that are the number one contenders for the titles, the Rhodes Scholars, Cody Rhodes and Damian Sandow, will be going up against the champions in Team Hell No, of course that being Kane and Daniel Bryan.
Danielson.
They have ascended to the top of the tag team ranks, have the Rhodes Scholars, defeating every other tag team in the company to be the number one contenders. Will they walk out of Hell in a Cell with the copper on Sunday night?
The big pennies are on the line. The big Trojan pennies are at stake as the Rhodes Scholars, the team that was obsessed with Sin Cara and seeing what was under that mask.
Oh, just Cody was.
Well, but they were a team. They worked together. And what better way to get that storyline out of the way than to put them in the tag title tournament, become number one contenders, reestablish or starting to rebuild the tag team division. Cody Rhodes, Damian Sandow, perhaps the new internet darlings of the IWC.
They're just that damn good.
Hey,
you're welcome.
I have been a Damian Sandow fan from the beginning. He's part of Team Habibi. Let's not forget that.
I don't know what that means.
This year is going to be, I think, a very entertaining match. But here's the thing. Hashtag. Hell No showed a little bit of vulnerability on Raw and a little bit more vulnerability again on SmackDown. These guys got beat up a little bit. So now they're damaged. You would like to believe that the team that wins the tournament would go on to win the tag team titles. And considering Cody Rhodes is on Team Super Friends, I still have to go.
You're hopping on that bandwagon.
No. I still have to go with the most over tag team in the company. The fans love these guys, and you got it. Hell No has yet to be tested, and they're not going to lose in their first test to to the Rhodes Scholars. Hell No retains the
It is
tag team
amazing how much you contradict yourself, because it makes all the sense in the world for Cody and Damian to win the tag team championship Sunday night at Hell in a Cell.
You and Cody are not a tag team.
To win the tag team championship Sunday night at Hell in a Cell, and then have a meaningful program between Team Hell No and somebody, because right now they don't.
Well, hold on.
Going forward,
if you want to throw a difference maker in there, let's not forget about Matt Striker, okay? Matt Striker.
Striker?
Striker. Absolutely. He might get involved in this somehow, and I hope he doesn't.
Did you ever think that in a Be the Booker segment, we'd be looking at Matt Striker as a potential outside interferer?
You know what? He very well could be.
He could. He absolutely could.
He's in the storyline. Now, if you're going to bring Matt Striker into this whole thing, then I don't like the chances of Team Hell No. Then I'm going to go with the Rhodes Scholars to become the new tag team champions.
Do you have amnesia?
No, I don't.
Because you picked both teams. I mean, you just flip-flopped.
If I'm going to book it, you know what? You're right. I forgot. No. You know what? No. I'm going to stick with my original team. Hell no. Matt Striker, fine. Let him get involved. He may cost him the tag titles. This is going to be an interesting match.
Here's the thing about Team Hell No. Let's not forget, they could implode upon themselves.
Not yet. They can't. Nobody wants to see Kane versus Daniel Bryan.
Not separating. I just mean they could cause themselves to lose the championships on Sunday.
They're just too over right now. Way too over.
But then do they need the titles if they are that over?
I would rather see them win it next month than this month. Let's not forget, Hell in a Cell is the birthplace of Kane.
It is.
Let's not forget little details. Hell No retains the tag titles.
The World Heavyweight Championship will be on the line as Big Show will attempt to take the title away from Sheamus. And it's unclear as to whether or not this is actually in a Hell in a Cell match, or in the Hell in a Cell. We'll just assume for argument's sake that it is. Because it seems to make sense for it to be.
I think if it's not, I think it's going to end up at a Hell in a Cell.
It's hanging there.
I could definitely see Sheamus defeating Big Show, okay, in a brutal match. And let's just say at one point Big Show, weapon of mass destruction, the big knockout punch.
Did they ever find those?
No. Dolph Ziggler could be in the back, clicks the button.
Yes.
Lowers the cell on top of Sheamus.
Yes.
And then comes out, cashes in.
He said he will cash in Sunday at Hell in a Cell.
Well, then there you go.
He's guaranteed.
Sheamus will retain the title in a brutal, physical match. These two guys are going to beat the holy fella out of each other.
Well, you could say it's written up here.
Okay. Sheamus retains. Don't be surprised if that cell drops and Sheamus loses to Dolph Ziggler.
This Sunday at Hell in a Cell, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's a foregone conclusion that Dolph Ziggler will walk out of Hotlanta, the Phillips Arena, the brand new World Heavyweight Champion. Look at what they did with Dolph on Monday. Dolph Ziggler got a lot of TV time.
And he got separated from Vicky.
Absolutely. You care to make it official?
No,
Ziggler cash in?
No, they heard me talk about it. You sat up there.
But again, it's only official what's on the board. When you send out your little pictures, I guarantee I'm not booking. I'm a creative assistant.
Yes. Hey, fine. You have Dolph Ziggler cash in.
Yes. That would be perfection.
It could be.
What will be a great wrestling matchup? Alberto Del Rio versus Randy Orton. Again, they have put on some tremendous wrestling matchups.
It's going to be very good, but you want to know something? It's the match nobody really cares about. They're not really talking about it.
But Alberto Del Rio is the new Apex Predator.
I like ADR. I've been an ADR fan. Randy Orton, wow, talk about a guy that is stuck in neutral. Right? He can't go up the card, he can't go down the card, he's just right there.
Well,
who needs it more? Randy Orton needs it more. You got to figure.
Likely.
You know
then what for Randy?
Well, then maybe Randy chases after Dolph Ziggler.
Talk about some great wrestling.
I'm going to go with Randy Orton defeating ADR.
Via RKO?
Well, I'm just calling him RKO. Randy Kyle Orton. Yeah. Then not a whole lot to talk about that. It's going to be a good match. It's going to be a technical match. ADR is solid. Randy Orton is solid. WWE is going to be involved somehow in this whole thing. Randy Orton.
We found out, or at the SmackDown tapings this past Tuesday, the Divas Championship was put on the line. As Eve will be defending against Caitlyn. Caitlyn now aware that Eve Kerriganed her back at Night of Champions. This matchup happens on Sunday.
Yeah.
Eve's endorsed, you know. She's been on this very program.
Eve is tremendous. Caitlyn has like 30 pounds of hair on her head.
In multiple colors.
It's ridiculous. It's like...
And she knows how to hack an iPad.
I guess so. Coin flip on this one? I mean, just because I think she's amazing, I'm going to go with Eve. I don't think Caitlyn is ready yet. Your endorsed Eve should easily retain. Can you imagine if Caitlyn goes over and becomes the Divas champion?
Over the top rope?
Who's she going to defend against then? I mean, think about it. Now that Natty Neidhart's non-existent, now that Alicia Fox is non-existent, Beth Phoenix has pretty much left the company non-existent. Tamina Snuka, haven't seen her in forever. It's just been Layla, Eve, and Caitlyn.
Maybe they have a three-way.
Well, that would make everything different.
Before all this happens on Sunday at Hell in a Cell, in the pre-show, John Cena is going to address the situation that was revealed this past Monday night between he and AJ, who is no longer the general manager of Monday Night Raw. They're doing this on the pre-show. They've historically given us like a U.S. Championship matchup or something like that on the pre-show, but now John Cena has got to he's got to explain whether or not he had sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lee, Sunday at Hell in a Cell on the pre-show on YouTube.
You know what's funny about this whole thing? Is
that he's not the father?
Is how many times has the general manager had relations with other talents?
Vicky and Edge.
Teddy Long
Stephanie
and
her.
Bobby Lashley's wife.
Yes. Stephanie and Triple H. I think Stephanie was in charge of something at the time.
There's been nonstop shenanigans. I mean,
the precedent has been set.
Oh, the bar's been set high.
There's evidence.
There's always evidence.
Did AJ ever wear a blue dress as general manager on Monday Night Raw?
Usually black, but it could have been that dark navy blue. But you know, John Cena, I mean, John Cena, come on, it's AJ. She's knee-high private eye.
This pay-per-view on Sunday is a bit of a hard sell for me. However, there will be some excellent wrestling on this pay-per-view. This could be a sleeper pay-per-view because at its core, when you really look at it up and down the card, aside from the main event, which again we'll talk about tomorrow night on primetime, Kofi Kingston versus The Miz, that should be a great matchup if Kofi doesn't knock Miz the heck out as he did before.
Well, let's hope Miz doesn't walk into that Trouble in Paradise kick again.
The Rhodes Scholars, there were ropes and turnbuckles in Kofi's foot. Where else could he have gone?
What'd you say?
Ropes and turnbuckles in Kofi's foot. Where else could he have gone? Of course you're going to blame The Miz. Your hate has no bounds. The Rhodes Scholars, Cody and Damian, versus Team Hell No, Kane and Daniel Bryan.
Okay, stop. Say Cody and Sandow, because I think
it would be Rhodes and Sandow if I were to say it that way.
In your weird, twisted fantasy mind, you want it to be Cody and Damian as the tag team champions.
Damian with an IA.
I-E.
It's IA.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
My name's Damian. I know how this spelling's.
There's all different
iterations.
kinds.
Let me finish summarizing this here. Versus Team Hell No, great wrestling matchup. Big Show versus Sheamus, as you said, could be a tremendous fight, and we could see a cash-in opportunity there. The makings are right for that. Randy Orton versus Alberto Del Rio, another great wrestling opportunity for those two. Eve and Caitlyn, we'll see what that delivers. And the main event, obviously, CM Punk and Ryback, should be actually an interesting matchup. But we're going to talk about that matchup in tomorrow night's edition of the Pro Wrestling Report Prime Time, which can be seen on My24 Milwaukee, 10 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, or on YouTube right here as well at pwrshow.com.
So you're teasing everyone got through this and now you're going to make them wait till tomorrow?
Yeah.
You're evil. Pure evil. I would not have done that to you.
But technically you are.
But that's who you are.
You're playing along with it, right?
Hey, this is your show.
Thank you, Mr. Ryan.
I'm just a talent.
That's Be the Booker for
Mr.
WWE
Ryan.
Hell in a Cell.
What does Nolan Ryan have to do with any of this stuff here?
We'll see you tomorrow night for primetime television.